Alright, so second physical attempt at doing my NDV number 3. I tried doing it on my phone, but every time I try to upload it, the sound goes out like a minute or so in, like you just can't hear me anymore. So I'm gonna have to use that AVS program on Hope's computer, but usually there's a watermark. It's gonna be like around right here, so I'm gonna stay off to the side of the frame because the watermark's always right in the middle. So hopefully if I'm not right in the middle, then it won't be over my face this time like it was last time. But since I don't have like the $50 or so to like register the program or whatever, then we're just gonna have to deal with the watermark for now. Anyways, so yeah, didn't vlog over the weekend because I don't know, I just didn't, nothing really happened. Mostly just did some schoolwork and you know, watched Prison Break and Adventure Time and stuff like that. Today at work was cool. Like, you know, it was alright, I guess, for the most part. I feel weird now because I said all this stuff once before. But anyways, yeah, so the morning started out fine. Everybody was, you know, having a good day, having fun, you know, joking around, you know, stealing the cinnamon twists I'm trying to bag and stuff, which is a normal thing. I don't know, it's grazing or whatever, you know, you want to call it, is pretty, I don't know, pretty okay and almost like encouraged at the Taco Bell that I work at, because like we were told once that like you want to like try the food every once in a while to make sure it's like tasting alright, I guess. You don't want to like, you know, like be serving this food all day and like one time you like taste it and you're just like, oh, this is weird, or like this doesn't seem right. So anyway, so I'm like bagging cinnamon twists and like everybody's coming by like taking the ones that I've already bagged, you know, like messing me up, and you know, just like everybody's laughing and having a good time this morning. And then it was one of those kind of days where it like turns into crap like before you've had a chance to even like realize that it's turning crappy. It's just all of a sudden your day sucks because this group of people came in. There was like 4 or 5 adults and they had like a bunch of little kids with them, like, you know, 5 or 6 little kids. I think it was like 4 or 5 kids, and then one of the ladies was like pregnant too at the same time, and they all looked like, I felt bad for thinking it at the time until like afterwards, and I was like, no, that I was thinking exactly the right thing about these people. They look like, just like, I don't, if anybody's a hillbilly out there watching this and you're offended by this, I'm sorry, but they just seem like, you know, inbred hillbilly types, okay? They were just stupid, just like, actually in their heads, stupid. Okay, so they're in there for the longest time. The adults are like sitting in, like they're taking up like a whole corner of the store, and the adults are like sitting off in the corner just like playing cards and stuff, and just like the kids are running like absolutely crazy, like playing in the trash cans, and like just trash is everywhere. They're like running and jumping and like, you know, across the seats and the benches and stuff, and like crawling around underneath all the seats and stuff all over the floor, and like they're just, you know, being loud and rowdy and everything. But I wasn't so upset about that at the time because they were like the only people in there, so I was thinking, you know, they're not really bothering anybody, it's just them, so whatever, I'll just wait till they leave and clean up their mess, because that's what I do, it's my job. So they leave and everything. Finally I go over there. That whole area of the lobby where they were sitting is just absolutely trashed. There's just like, the floor is all sticky from like soda and stuff, the tables are absolutely filthy, just like, you know, leftover food all over them, and there's just like sauce packets and like bags and like wrappers and napkins and everything, just like literally like they dropped the stuff on the floor rather than putting it in the trash can and like shoved it underneath the seats and everything. It was ridiculous. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, but that's not a big deal, I clean up that sort of thing like all the time. But then I noticed on the back of one of the booths, like the vinyl part where you sit, the, you know, the comfy padded part, they had drawn all over it with like a ballpoint pen or something. And it's, you know, it's like a bunch of like little 4-year-old kid drawings all over the back of that thing, and I'm just like, wow, that's ridiculous. All those adults, and they couldn't, you know, tell the kids not to do something like that. And so I was all, well, okay, whatever. So I go and I go to try to clean it off, and just like the rag and water doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, whatever, we have cleaning chemicals. So I go over and I try like some multi-surface Windex stuff. Doesn't do anything, so I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. It like doesn't even smear it or anything. So then I go and I get the degreaser spray, which usually, if the Windex won't get something off, the degreaser will. Didn't do anything, so I'm like, okay, this is really starting to get on my nerves right now. So then I go and there's this spray, and it's specifically, it's graffiti spray. It's the spray to clean graffiti, and it didn't even like touch this stuff at all. I was so mad, nothing worked, and I'm like, seriously? Wow, all those adults, they couldn't friggin' handle those kids. And it's mostly the adults that I'm mad at, because the kids were too young to know. Like, they're in that stage where those kids need discipline to learn. Like, if you don't tell a kid that something's wrong and they shouldn't do that, they're not gonna know that it's wrong and they shouldn't do that. And so I'm fully, like, angry at the adults here. And I was so mad, like, seething anger, like, all day for hours. And it's just ridiculous, and those stains are still gonna be there. All those drawings are still gonna be on those stupid seat when I go into work tomorrow night, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. And just nothing would work, and I was so upset about it. And now that I'm rambling about this, I've like lost track of what else I was gonna say or had said before, but it was ridiculous. My kids are never going to act like that. I will not allow it, because that is just ridiculous. And being the person who has to clean up after friggin', the children of negligent parents like that, I would be able to feel for people. If my kid goes ahead and like makes a huge mess someplace, my kid is going to know that what they did was wrong, and I'm gonna let them know. Okay, and I will go and I will make the person there, if I'm out in public somewhere, I'll like make the person there whose job it is to clean that up probably, I'll make them aware of it. Like, hey, my kid just made like a huge mess over there, and I'm really sorry, but I just wanted to let you know. Like, these people just like left and they're like, oh, thanks so much again, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, thanks, bye. Then go over there to see like the disaster they had left behind. It's ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, so now I'm just staying up late tonight. Okay, and whatever, that was my day. It was pretty stupid towards the end. It's people, ugh. But, so now I'm just staying up late, I'm drinking some coffee, I'm watching some TV, trying to get some schoolwork done, and, that's pretty much gonna be my night. Hopefully this one will upload right and not, for some reason, have the sound go out partway through, but, the other video I uploaded from her computer worked fine last time, so hopefully this will work the same. So, I will see you tomorrow, I guess, YouTube. It will probably be from my phone again if it decides to work, because I hate the watermark thing going on, but it's either my phone or a big old watermark. Those are the options. So anyways, I'll see you later, YouTube. Entertain me by telling me what you're up to or some stuff. See ya.